All right, welcome back to day 7. We, as I finished yesterday, we got all of our framing in, and now I'm going to start marking and putting in my joist hangers for all my joist. So I'm basically going to be using 2x12s, and we'll be putting them right in between here. Boom. Putting some joist hangers on each side, cutting my 2x12s to length, and be placing all those in 16 on center. And I'll do that on both sides in between here, and I'll also put a bracer in between each one of those, and that'll really just tie this together as a square, make it really solid. I was going to put some I-joist 32 footers on top all the way across. I decided to, after doing a little bit of research and looking around, it is a little bit cheaper not only to do 2x12s, but it's actually going to be a little stronger the way I'm going to be tying everything together and just giving us a solid base all the way around in here. So that's where I'm going to be starting here and get things rolling.
So my first step is to measure my 16 inches on center for my joist hangers, and then after that I'm going to grab my nail gun and, as I mentioned, put my 3.5 inch nails every 16 inches, 3 every 16 inches, all the way around on the inside and outside. And for some odd reason, again, my microphone quit working. Probably should get that fixed. So anyways, basically what I'm just going to show here is I got all my nails in, got all my markings done, and I'm also going to show my joist hangers that I'm using here. Now, my joist hangers are made for 2x10 up to 2x14. Of course, I'm using 2x12, so plenty big enough what I need. And once I put those in there, I got my first one up here just to show you. Very simple, not that hard. There are 4 holes on each side of this joist hanger, and each one needs to be filled. I don't know how many job sites I've been to where people don't put all the nails in. Put the nails in every hole just like this. Very simple, nothing to it. If I could learn how to hammer a nail correctly. Anyway, so there's 4 of these on each side, 2 inch of these nails. And I'm like, wow, this is really slow. I wonder if there's a way to get more power. Yeah. Yes, more power. That's exactly what we need right here. Thank you, Tim. As we see here, this is a fastener. Nail gun is actually designed for this. As you can see that nail at the end. It makes it really easy to point the nail right where it needs to go, and I can put 8 nails in at the time it takes me to put 1 nail in. So it is fascinating, and it sped this up like 10 times putting all these in. But here I am putting all the joist hangers in, and it's pretty tedious process, but I want to make sure I get the right height as I'm going all the way down. Again, it will make everything much easier if I make sure I have the right height as I am doing this. And I'm actually using a scrap piece of 2x12. That way I know I'm getting the exact height that I need. And it takes a few extra seconds, but it will make life a lot easier. And then, well, got a phone call there. And then it'll make life a lot easier down the road where I can just throw my 2x12s in and I know it's going to be perfectly good to go. And here we go. I'm measuring each 2x12, and they're all within about 1/4 of an inch, so it makes it pretty easy. So I'm just cutting 3 at a time, putting 3 in, cutting 3 at a time, putting 3 in. Just, I don't know, trying to find a system here. Not really right or wrong way here, but just cutting each one and putting them in, and it took a little bit of time, and those got heavy after a while. They ended up being 185, and I think a 1/2 inch is what ended up being 185 inches and a half, but they get heavy after a while, just under 16 feet, but, well, they're going to be strong, they're going to be solid. And also these joist hangers, not only are there the 4 holes on each side for the nails, but there's also 2 holes on each side that go in at an angle to tie this in to keep any lateral movement or anything like that. I'm actually using, again, those same screws, those Simpson strong ties, 3.5 inch screws to put them all the way through. You can use nails or screws. I like to use screws because it goes a little bit quicker, and I think it puts a stronger hold on it anyway. So I'm also putting these in as I'm going, so it takes a few extra seconds to put all these screws in, but it will be worth it later. Now that I got all those floor joists in, I'm now going to be cutting my 2x12s down to 14.5 inches, and this will be my bracing going in between each one of those. And I also had my helpers come and inspect again, and they are enjoying having more things to run and walk on, practicing their balancing. So I'm putting these, again, 14.5 inch boards cut right in the middle, all the way through, just bracing it really tight. All right, so I finished all the floor joists on this one, except for a couple little blockers here. You can see, pretty straight lines. So pretty much got that one all done, and that is ready to go. And that really stiffens it up. You can see here, no movement, and here, wiggly wiggly. So very important to put that bracing in there. But next, hopefully tomorrow at some point,
I'll be able to work on this side, get this one done. It took a while, but we got it done. So half the floor joists are done, and we're getting close to the end of the day, starting to run out of daylight. So I'm gonna call it quits for now and get started on tomorrow. So until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe and to push that notification button.